Hey there, I'm Christian Crisillo, one of the founders at Lynn Lead Generation. Today we're going to be going over your ideal client profile and how to use it to maximize your results from cold outreach and book more demos for your agency or B2B SaaS. Now at Lynn Lead Generation, we book people demos with ideal clients for B2B SaaS and agency owners. We've sent over 1 million emails for B2B SaaS companies, handled 10,000 plus responses, and booked over 1,000 demos for our clients alone. Now, if you're interested in getting 5 to 21 demos per month on a pay-per-demo basis, book in a call below and let's see if we're a fit. If we are, I'll guarantee you 10 demos in 90 days, or you don't pay, plus I'll buy you a steak dinner for the trouble. Now let's dive into things. First off, let's just talk about why do you need an ideal client profile? An ideal client profile is needed so you know exactly who you're reaching out to, okay? When you know exactly who you're reaching out to, you can optimize your outreach to this person, this persona, all of these job titles, and write compelling copy that actually converts with the smallest amount of outreach. This means that you can take this pool of outreach that you have, optimize results, and book thousands of demos for a low cost, okay? This is one of the most effective forms of outreach, but if you aren't using an ideal client profile, you aren't going to convert and you're not gonna get people on the phone. And this is why it also makes sense for things like ads, because when you're doing things like ads, you need to know who exactly you wanna target. Otherwise, you're gonna be spending thousands on people that can't even convert, okay? And again, if you want these demos just delivered on your calendar, book in a call below. Let's see if we're a fit, save you all the time, save you all the work, and let's just scale that business. Let's dive into things. Again, why does an ICP matter? We're gonna be less unqualified meetings because we're only getting on meetings with people that actually convert. We can research that converting buyer persona to get on with people that actually convert. Secondary, we're gonna be throwing money into the furnace. We're reaching out to these people that can't even convert, don't even have the potential to buy. Number three, you're gonna understand your audience. You can write compelling copy that actually converts. Next, what is an ideal client profile? So an ideal client profile is made up of all of these things, okay? It's talking about the industry and niche that they're in, the location that they're in, the technologies that they use, if they're a decision maker, and then what job title, what are their needs, what are their values, what are their pain points, what are their budgets, and the actual size of the company. All of these things, and then the sort of variations from there, are things that you need to be thinking about when you're writing your copy. Because, for instance, a CEO is going to care about something completely different to a head of marketing. They may sound like they want the same thing, but they have different issues, different pain points. Do you see what I mean? So they all have different things that when you're writing the copy, you need to talk about. If you're talking too much about mechanisms to someone like a CEO, they're not going to care. Because the CEO is maybe not the person that's actually going to be using the software. The CEO is the person that's getting the direct benefit of the revenue. Whereas if you're talking to somebody that's actually going to be using the software day in, day out, you may want to talk about what sort of pain points this can alleviate for them. And this is why you need an ideal client profile, to understand these things. You also need to know some industries, you talk to a CEO, that'll convert straight away. I mean, every industry a CEO converts. But other industries, if you're talking to other people who are lower down, they can convert as well. Talking to a head of marketing in some companies, you can convert. Head of marketing in other companies, you can't. That's just the way things go. It genuinely depends on the size of the companies and the budget that they have for these things. So, next part, how do we actually craft an ICP? So we need to figure out from the clients that we currently have their revenue, employee count, location, industry, the niche that they work with, their job title, who actually made the buying decision, the pains, needs, and benefits they enjoy the most. If we take all of these information from our current clients or people that we're getting on calls with, we're able to craft an ideal client profile, and we can use this to figure out who exactly we want to reach out to, get onto the phone, and then actually pitch. Because again, you don't want to be giving your pitch to people that don't have the potential to convert. You're giving away too much information before the actual call where you can convert. Okay, now let's move on to the next bit, how we're going to test that ICP. Well, first let me talk about two real world examples of an ICP. So somebody like Slack is targeting tech companies. They're looking for small to medium sized businesses. It does expand up to large enterprises, but small to medium is where they work the best. They're mainly focused on North America, but they're expanding globally. Their needs. They're going to help people improve their team collaboration, effective communication channels, and integrate with other software tools, saving them a lot of time. And this is companies who are open to new digital solutions, so it's pointless reaching out to companies that haven't changed softwares for the past 70 years. They're not going to move to Slack. They're not an ICP. They'll get on the phone, but they won't move. And then This is where the culture needs to be a lot about transparency, communication, and actual collaboration between people in the departments, because that's what Slack is best at. It's normally for fast-growing companies or established enterprises who, again, are looking to sort of grow. So this is what an ICP should look like, and you're going to have another one of these for every single industry that you target, and talk about the exact sort of issues that they're having, pain points. Those are bits that you would be adding in here so that you can actually talk about those in the copy. Let's move on to the next part. Now, common mistakes that people are doing when they're making an ICP is they're overgeneralizing. They're saying, we work with any business. Of course, you can work with any business, but does any business want to work with you? Do you see what I mean? Like, you need to know who exactly it's worth tailoring your product to and reaching out to. If you just work with everybody, you work with nobody. Nobody's interested, okay? You need to have this set specific group of people that you reach out to and then slowly expand from there. You can have multiple ICPs, but saying everybody is your ICP, it doesn't work. So for instance, people say, our ICP is businesses. That doesn't make sense. A good ICP would be, our ICP is mid-sized tech startups with a team of 10 to 15 members in an urban setting. That's way better. And they're relying on assumptions, okay? B2B SaaS companies often assume only newer and tech-savvy industries would want their product. There's a lot of older industries that do actually want your product. You just have to put them in different ways and explain the benefits in different ways, okay? Because they're moving from an extremely old system to a new one, so you have to be willing to handhold them while that happens. And being static on one ICP in a sophisticating market. As a market sophisticates, lots of smaller ICPs need to be broken down that you can actually contact on a more personalized basis. So you need to be constantly refining your ideal client profile. It's something we do a lot at Lead Generation. We're constantly looking at what people are converting and what people are no longer converting, and tailoring our outreach to this for our clients and feeding back this information to them. Then when you're testing these ICPs, you need to be basically taking one ICP, writing them 3 to 9 different emails, and then seeing which one converts. Whichever one works the best, write another 3 emails off of that. And it goes down in sort of a pyramid shape. You're constantly testing, constantly getting closer and closer to that holy grail script. You need to be doing this for every ideal client profile, not just 1 or 2. You need to be doing it for every single one so you can actually convert from all of your ideal client profiles. Now, you can either do this yourself, learn to do all this testing, or hire us and we'll do all this for you and feedback the information that we get. In conclusion, with a tested ICP, you have more demos on demand with people that are genuinely interested, with a higher close rate on the actual demos. And if you'd rather just outsource all of this, focus on the demos, close 10 to 20% of these demos and make far more than this is ever costing you, book in a call below and let's see if we're a fit to book you those 5 to 21 demos per month on a pay-per-demo basis. If we are a fit, I guarantee you 10 in 90 days, or you don't pay, plus I'll buy you a steak dinner for the trouble. That's how confident I am. Awesome. Hope this helped. Have a good rest of your day then. Bye-bye.